Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Talk with Mariama, your channel of motivation, inspiration and positive vibes. So today I am gonna talk about discussing money. Money. Anyways, I know I am very sensitive when it comes to discussing money, and I know, like, growing up, of course I was taken care of and all that, and then when I started working in my teenage age, I didn't need the money, so I used to earn it and then give it to my father, and he was like, "Now it's your money, you worked for it, just do whatever you want to do with it." I'm like, "No, but I do not need the money." And it was very funny. I remembered my father kind of like kept the money under his pillow. He was sitting on his bed when I gave him the money, and he kept it there. The next morning I got ready, took my shower and all that, and then as I was leaving I realized, oh no, I do not even have money to pay my taxi fare. And I went to him. I'm like, "Dad, can you please give me some money, please? I would need it for my cab or taxi fare." And he laughed his head off. He's like, "Your money is still here, you can use it." And I was like, no way. But yeah, so he's like, "So now you know how to use your money. Try to sit down, check how much you need monthly for your transportation and breakfast and all that, so you can use that as your pocket money, and the rest you decide what you want to do with it." I'm like, okay, that is fine. That's how I started managing my own money. And so I used to calculate all that, what I would be needing for my transportation, for my food, or basically little things that I would want to buy, and use that. And then the rest I would go to the market and buy like a whole dozen of soap or household materials, and then I bring it home. And so that was quite interesting, you know, feeling responsible and all that. Anyway, so when I got married and lived with my husband, I honestly, people, I didn't know how to start. I didn't know how to deal with the situation. And so we had to discuss the money and how we were going to organize things financially and all that. And so I was happy that he was very supportive, because he knew from the beginning that I earned my money and I did whatever I wanted to do with it. And now it's gonna be a different situation. Not that I couldn't still do what I wanted with my money. Of course I can, I do, but you know, we had to share some responsibilities and all that. And I know when I was discussing what I wanted to do with my money, how I wanted to save, and he was telling me about the dritte soile, for, you know, kind of like saving for when you retire and all that. And I was like, am I gonna even make it till 65 and things like that? You know, that's just me ignorant talking, people. And then I was thinking, no, I want to, you know, continue supporting my mother and my siblings and all that, and that's how I want to use my money, not saving, because that is not what we do. And Swiss people save money, people. That is one thing that I have learned. I think they are smart. I respect them for that. They work hard, and so they make sure they know where their money is going into, or where it is going to, and that is great. But I was brought up in a different way. I was brought up to share. I was brought up to take care of people that need me. And so just saving my money, it's not just me, and it doesn't make me happy. But when I share my money with someone, I'll be super excited. I can sleep well, and I feel, you know, like a load is off me and all that. And so I think the very first year when I came, of course, I was doing language. I didn't have no earnings at all. And the first year of school, I didn't have no earnings at all, because I was in school and my husband was supporting me and all that. And I felt I didn't feel good, people. Honestly, you know, knowing that at this moment, I just wanted to be at a different level, helping out people. And here I am, I cannot do that. I'm super restricted. I would just burst into tears and cry. My husband can attest to that. It's just so hard. But I am happy that I had him by my side, because when I started working, I actually had to do the same process, as in what to save, what to give away, what to spend now for myself. So having this financial management was quite helpful for me, because it didn't stop me from doing the things that I used to do, but I could decide wisely now that someone would be helped from it, assisted from it, and I would still have something for me, and I would have something saved for later, for the future. So financial assessment and planning, I think, is quite important for every woman if you want to be independent. And knowing that, let's say, the Gambian society doesn't really think like that. When we earn and at the end of the month, we just spend it. But also the responsibilities are different here. Like, everybody works for yourself, and you're not working for your parents. Instead, your parents are working for you. And our society is different. We work and support our parents, because you're thinking you can never repay your parents for being there for you, for being pregnant 9 months, giving birth to you, and taking care of you. When you're sick, they are there, paying your school fees, your medical bills, sending you to good schools and all that. So when you know, are financially okay, you want to make sure that they are also enjoying, what they worked for. This is how we think. I know Europeans would say, no, parents are not supposed to, that is their responsibility, that is their job and all that, because they brought you into the world and all that. I agree with you all, but it's also nice to take care of them when they need it, when they don't have the strength anymore to work for it. And so not every society is privileged to have enough after spending what they need for the month and saving the rest. So if you don't have that, you only have your children and your family to support you. So if we are in this situation, I find, for me, it makes pretty much so much sense to actually support my parents, to help them out, to also support the little ones and younger ones to come off and then be independent on their own, and then be able to also support other people. And my husband had, I would say, in the beginning, zero understanding of these things, and it's not his fault. He's from a different culture, and so we had to talk about it. He had to reason with me, I had to reason with him, and then eventually he understands and how passionate I am about that, and he respects that and supports it, and he's always there, but making sure that he has my back too. Not everything is gone. So some people do not understand, like, every month when Africans want to send money home, and so many people are surviving because of that. And it's not everybody has a good salary to say, hey, at the end of the month, when I receive my salary, I could buy a bag of rice, I could buy vegetables, I could buy my fruit, and yet send 2-3 children to school and pay their school fees, their stationery, and all the things that they would need. So we support one another, we make sure we're there for one another, and that is basically our social system. In Europe, we have a different system where the system takes care of you when you cannot earn anymore, or when you retire and all that. And whereas where we come from, the social system is the family, and without this family support, you cannot really survive. Without this family support, you would have challenges and difficulties. And so I think every individual that actually supports their family one way or the other, or other families that actually need it, are doing great jobs. And I would say respect to you all. And yeah, so this is my little experience in my house with financial management, and also my husband trying to understand how and why I want to send money every month to my family if they are all big and grown and all that. So yeah, it's great sharing my little experience with you all, and tell me how you all deal with that or cope with it or manage with it. So until then, have a good weekend. Bye bye.